One of the people who is a younger Mopomoso, shall we say, who's helped us out
2
a
years
lot.
older than you, John.
Who's 2 years older than me, you see. Yeah. Is John Eyles here. John Eyles. Thank you for helping. Now, John wanted to do a piece in memory of Pauline Oliveros, who died very recently at the age of 84, who's famous for deep listening, like listening to stuff. Over to you, John.
Yeah.
As John Cleese used to say, and now for something completely different. I'm not going to do it. You are all going to do it. In a moment. I'll explain in a moment. When you do it, you're going to need to be taking some deep breaths. So for those of you who are out of practice, or who cough and splutter whenever you take a deep breath, while I'm telling you why we're going to do it all together, be practicing those deep breaths, and I'll be back to you with instructions in a moment. Okay, so in and out, that's it, get going on it. In the summer, I was lucky enough down at St John Smith Square to be present when Pauline Oliveros came over for a premiere of one of her compositions there. But also on that day, what she did was she organised the piece we're about to do to be sung by the audience, and I was present in the audience, and absolutely it was a magical thing to be part of. So much so that about 2 or 3 months ago, when we were thinking about this, I said to John, Christmas time, people are used to singing together, that's why they go to carol concerts, etc. But there's this piece that I took part in the summer that would be so good to do at the Christmas party. Okay. And John said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Subsequently, alas, Pauline Oliveros passed away. For those of you who missed it, it's probably because she had the misfortune to die on the same day as Fidel Castro. So her obituaries, etc., got a bit buried in the shitstorm following that. Okay, so anyway, that's why we're going to do it. So it's because it's great, but it's also as a piece of remembrance for the wonderful Pauline Oliveros. So the instructions. You've all done your breathing bit now. Now, when you have a breath, we'll all start at the same time, and with each breath, you sing a note. I'm not specifying what note. Okay, it's a note. It could be that everybody in the room does a different note, but it's a pure note, no ululating, no, it's straight note. Okay, and when you run out of breath, obviously you stop and you take a different breath. And with each breath, you've got the choice. You can have a little rest if you're out of puff, or you've lost interest, or you can carry on singing the same note you did before, or you can change to another one. And it might be another one that's just popped into your head, or it might be one that you've heard somebody else singing. Okay, is that all clear? Any questions?
How do we know it's finished?
Now the other thing is, we're talking about everybody here, and you'll notice all those ones who are secretly saying to us, but I can't sing, because you had a horrible music teacher at school who always used to say, no, you're flat, you can't be in the choir, get out, boy. That wasn't me, that was somebody I know. Okay, so everybody in the room is going to join in this. Sing a note with each breath. You can do another one, same one, or have a rest. All clear? Right, so I'm going to wander into the crowd and take part in it. I'm not going to conduct you. The other thing to say is people's breaths last different times, so there will be overlapping. We don't want to breathe in together at the same time. We'll just make nature take its course. Okay? So if everybody breathes in, I'll basically go like that, go, and then we do it. And towards the end, when it seems that it's run its course, what I suggest we do, if we just have a bit of spontaneous clapping, like they do at football matches, when they're meant to be having a minute's silence, in memory of, God bless her, good old Pauline Oliveros. Okay, all clear what's going to happen for the next 4 or 5 minutes? Right. Okay, breath